All right, Mitch. So since we're setting up this new lighting, we've got a couple of options. We've got
probably a different element, maybe.
Yeah. So we got like water, earth,
fire. Fire's a good one. Hold on a second.
Ooh,
that's good.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Are we recording?
Hi, friends.
I'm Zach.
I'm Mitch.
And we are Excellent Little Podcast.
We are presenting you a little movie podcast starring Zach and Mitch.
Round 2, baby.
Have a double feature and it's late.
All right, pals. This one is Disney Pixar's Elemental.
Which means we are Disney cast members.
We are?
Yes. Okay. Zach, don't you go there. It's late, man. God.
But we are Disney cast members.
We do not speak for the brand or the company.
And our thoughts and opinions are our own.
That is correct.
All right, pals. So summary for Elemental is going to be following Ember and Wade in a city where fire, water, land, and air residents live together. IMDb. That one was weird.
That was weak.
That one was weird.
So directed by Peter Sohn.
Yep.
Screenplay by John Hoberg, Kat Lickell, and Brenda, I'm so sorry, I may butcher your name, Brenda Shuey. Duration's about an hour and 49 minutes. Not too bad, not too shabby. So, shall I split up the episode?
You go ahead, my friend.
All right, so you just heard the introduction. Hi.
Boy.
So we are about to enter a non-spoilers section where Zach will give his thoughts, I will give mine, we will talk about the cast and other non-spoilery things. Then we will enter our review section where Zach will break that down and we'll both review the film.
Yeah.
Because this is a review. Right?
Yeah, I think it's so. But let's go before
And then we
getting
will
to
enter our spoiler section and we'll go to sleep. All right.
we will.
So, Zach, what were your first thoughts? Because this is your number 5.
And this is your number 3.
That is correct.
It's in both our top 5s for the year. So, this is a genuine return to form for Pixar for me.
Really?
It's a new IP. It's a new genre for Pixar. It's is a very wonderful animated movie in 3D scape. This is Pixar's bread and butter, and they did well with it yet again.
So I really was enjoying some of the other stuff that Pixar's came at. Like, I really enjoyed Lightyear. I know a lot of people didn't.
I didn't.
You ate it up.
I ate it up, but I've been regretting it. I think that movie needed to cook a little more now.
Okay, that's fine. I did enjoy Onward. I thought Onward was good. I didn't see Luca. I haven't seen Luca yet.
That one's good. I like that one.
I like Turning Red. But yeah, I would agree. Like, this one, Pixar needed this. Like, they needed it a lot.
Yeah.
And it delivered for me, especially with it being a number 3. All right, so cast performances. We have Leia Lewis as Ember. Boy, she brought a fire.
She was good.
Yeah,
man.
she was really good.
And it's a really, really wonderful interpretation because, again, the great thing I feel like about Pixar movies is that it's a movie with families in mind, but it's a movie first. And she really embraces it here in the sense that it's literally a second generation immigration. She's a second generation from an immigrant family.
Yes.
It's really well done. And she brings her A game to it and does a phenomenal job of being, I was born in this city, but I come from immigrants, and I do a really wonderful job of navigating what I feel from my culture and representing my culture, but I'm in a new place and I need to try and open up and see what my life is. And she floats through it effortlessly and does so well with it. Mitch, what did you think of her performance?
You hit everything on the head, but I want to talk about this the Wade Ripple character played by, I'm so sorry for butchering your name,
Mamadou
Alfi, I think that's his name. He's been all over the place lately. He's been on Netflix originals lately. He was in that FXX show Cake, and he was hilarious. I did watch that. He was really funny. But he brought So here's the thing about Pixar characters. They're either super funny, super heroic, or super stupid. Whereas this one, he brought a super emotional character that we have never seen.
Which is weird because we've really gotten emotions, different emotions from
Inside
Pixar.
Out. But like this character is one of the most emotional characters you will ever come across in a Pixar film. Period. Amen. I know you're probably disagreeing with me.
I
on
do
this one.
disagree because I feel Inside Out does a bit better at its emotions. But I will say, yes, he is very...
Yeah, and I think I feel like nobody else could have played this character, and that because you need somebody that's a fresh kind of voice, and you didn't need an A-list guy. You didn't
Correct.
need like this big name actor. Whereas this guy, this is like only his 5th project, and he really nailed down to like this is a very emotional character. He's water, which tears, water.
Yep.
So yeah, he was really good in this one. What did you think?
Yeah, he does a really phenomenal job, and I really do kind of like how you said he's not as well known in the mainstream. So I really like that Pixar kind of dug into who fits the character well. And they didn't go for the name. They went for who fits the character the best. And he did. He fit it really well.
Yeah.
And he hits the comedic. He hits the emotional. He hits every bar that he needs to for it.
All right, so there's our cast. One thing that I want to talk about in our non-spoiler section before we get into the review, just the animation of all the elements and the city of Element City was beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Really just top tier Pixar work.
Oh, yeah.
I want to see a little bit more of Element City in future installments if this film is successful.
Like I wouldn't necessarily, and that's kind of like the kind of cool thing I feel like of Element City, and kind of like I feel like this kind of brand of Elemental. I feel like you could do multiple love stories and not have to focus specifically on Ember and Wade.
Yeah.
You could maybe do something else with them. Yes, Ember and Wade are very, very much a big reason for this film, but I feel like there's more stories in Element City that like you could dwell upon, which I think kind of like is a really good stance of a good IP, is that it's very, very much rich and whatnot, and Pixar did a really good job of fleshing out this world.
Anything else you want to talk about, Zach?
No, I feel like, without kind of getting into spoilers, I feel like I really can't get into it. So with that being said, it's review time. So since we do things a little bit differently here, we kind of break it into 3 different categories. We start with our lowest category, which is Feed It to the Dog, which that's a film that we personally didn't care for, but we think you should go ahead and see it and form your own opinion. Next one is Cook a Little More, where you might need a little bit of seasoning, a little actor change, script change, director change, something to kind of get it up to Eat It Up, where we feel it was a really wonderful film. You should go see it in theaters if you can, but if you can't, we understand, and you should see it on streaming or any way possible.
I'm not wasting any time, Zach. I ate this up.
Yeah, me too. This is a really good Eat It Up film.
Yeah, I would agree. This is a really good film, and it's a film that is needed kind of right now because, everyone's struggling with, their identity and who they can be with and who says what about whom and everything. So this is a big film that has been needed for a couple months, I would say, maybe a couple years. So yeah, Pixar, you got it.
Yeah.
You did it. All right. So
we made it through the review portion. So
before we go into our next section, give us a like. Leave a comment, subscribe. Let us know what's your favorite Pixar film.
Yeah.
Please do, because there's a bunch. Follow us on our other sites such as Twitch, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. But now it's spoiler time.
Yeah. But what? We're in spoilers.
You did the Pixar theme.
I
didn't
did the Pixar lamp, darn it.
Golly. All right. So,
But hey, we're in spoiler territory. And oh my God, it's a spoiler. Pixar did a new movie.
yeah. And Wade dies.
Wade dies.
And it was sad.
I actually was really surprised that they went there.
Yeah, and
I really did not think that they were going to go there.
But he survives.
He does survive
because he
it's
cries.
a Pixar movie.
Because he cries.
Because he's one with his emotions.
Yeah, and Ember was drawn up to be the head of a shop that was run by her father, but she doesn't want to do it. And someone offers her an internship. It was Wade's mom.
Yeah.
So she takes the internship, and Wade goes with her. And then, go ahead.
Then literally that's...
You have a joke.
Oh, yeah. They literally do a joke that I never thought I would ever hear from a Pixar movie, which
Ember's parents
literally say, yeah, with you gone, we can do a little more hanky-panky. I was like, yo, my jaw literally was open for the longest time. I was like, dude,
it was funny,
you just
though.
went there. Oh, my God. I love you.
It was
so
funny,
good.
though.
But one thing that I also have to add to our spoiler section here is I really loved how much they fleshed out the fire culture in this. Even to the point where they had their own freaking language.
Yeah, they did.
Like, it was so freaking cool that they established that portion of it first, which I loved. I loved that they fleshed out the culture so that the city was the culture shock and not Ember, which I thought was really, really nice.
Well, and there were a few times where like Ember was with Wade's family and they kept asking her some of these weird questions.
Yeah.
And you winced a couple times because it's really kind of what...
It's supposed to be cringy though.
Yeah. Well, because it kind of speaks to a lot of, I mean, us two white guys, you know, it speaks to a lot of problems that a lot of people are dealing with right now.
And that's the thing. Whenever two different cultures come together, there is going to be awkward moments. There is going to be weird bounces in the room. But the point of getting to know each other is being able to get yourselves into those situations and being okay. These are going to happen, but
Don't be afraid. Yeah.
But don't be afraid. And it's great to do it through meeting someone's parents.
Correct.
I feel like that's a very common ground thing. Whenever you're meeting your significant other's parents for the first time, it's a very good thing.
It did not work out for Get Out, though.
It did not work for Get Out, but
this is not Get Out.
But I feel like they did such a wonderful job of fleshing out the world that I really hope that we see a lot more of this world specifically.
All right. So that's Elemental.
That's Elemental, y'all.
Yeah. So leave us a like. Let us know what your favorite Pixar film is or what you thought of Elemental. Subscribe. Email us at elpodcastmz@gmail.com.
Yeah.
Reach out to our other sites such as Twitch, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, any of that. But until the next review, my friends,
I'm Zach.
I'm Mitch.
And we are
Excellent
Excellent Podcast.